podcast with I Am Me. I want to talk to y'all today about situations. Talk to you about religion, spirituality, demonic stuff. We talk about stuff that happens in life. But today's topic is to talk about why do people snap the F off? I'm censoring curse words because who knows, young children might end up creeping into the chat. I'm saying today, the reason why people snap off sometimes is, say for instance, that girl that stabbed the manager in the McDonald's. Let me tell you something about a bothered child. If somebody have trauma all the way to their young, and sometimes people can brush it off and live their everyday normal life and brush it off and say, well, oh well, it happened. Ain't nothing I could have did about it. I'm moving the hell on. Or some people just live in a PTSD moment of their traumatic experiences in life. And it gets so bad that going through life, the trauma don't stop somehow. They're being raped. They're being treated like a damn dog. They're being treated so bad all the time, to the point that there's a lock with a door with it. The door closed shut. Once that door closed shut with the lock on it, there's going to take some serious therapies to get rid of that PTSD trauma. If you already got hidden anger and hurt and abuse inside of you, the door it's two doors. It's a door that ain't fully closed that needs to be closed. But if the door closed with the lock on it, it could mean two things. It can mean that the door that closed with a lock on you will lock away everything and you don't have to worry about it again because you overcame what happened to you. There's another door that ain't fully closed yet. That's the door with the trauma, the anger, the hurt, the abuse, whatever you've been through, the low self-esteem, the bullying. If all that stuff's still lingering around behind that closed door and the door opened back up, all hell will break loose. That's where they have the phrase, all hell breaks loose. There's a PTSD that's still sleeping but not dead. If we can't make our past dead, then we're living in our PTSD. And that's a recipe for a disastrous event to have to come. When you see people go in the stores and start shooting people up, or they plotting something evil, there's a trigger that's ready to be pulled at any moment. What I think would happen in that situation with that girl, I don't know her name, the girl at McDonald's. I know she had a Muhammad for a last name or something. I don't know her last name, but her blood was boiling when she made that video. On top of her, with her door halfway open with the PTSD, the trauma, the anger, the hurt, the neglect, or whatever she's feeling inside, there's an unresolved issue inside that's going on in her heart. She feel abandoned, abused, neglected, or whatever. But there's a door that's not fully closed. She said in the video that her manager was bullying her. Sometimes when people tell you stuff, you got to listen, because that can be a warning for something more to come that's disastrous. as you can see what happened. All hell broke loose. The door swung open and all them emotions and feelings and pain and hurt, everything came out. Until the manager lady, she got the wrath of somebody else's trauma. The worst thing we want to do sometimes as human beings is keep flicking the lighter on gas. You know what's going to happen? It's going to explode. You keep picking on the same person. The more you pick on the person, the worse it's going to be for you. You can't push nobody further than the corner itself. But she didn't know that. Some people are blind to other people's trauma. When you realize that somebody has so much trauma, you won't see it until it's too late. This could have been all resolved if we know how to talk to people. If she would have came in and said, "Hey, sweetheart, we a little short-staffed," or, "Well, the company policy will want to send you home. I truly don't want to send you home, sweetheart. I want you to make the money. I know you got bills to pay. If you can promise me you can get it together, that's okay. Because I don't want my boss chewing me out. I just want to make sure you're okay." That type of talking to somebody is reassurance that I care about you. I care about you. I want you to know I care about you, but I have a life to live too. I have bills myself to pay. Maybe it was the other way around. Maybe she, "Hey, you're not doing what you're supposed to do and I'm sending you home. I ain't trying to hear it." All right? Because you know, she claimed that the manager said that she's treating them like children and they're adults. That's what the girl basically was saying. She said, "Well, y'all acting like kids. Y'all not different than my kids. Now, I'm going to send you home. I'm going to send you home. She could have said, "I'm sending you home right now. You ain't pulling your weight up around here. You got to go home." But she probably said, "But I need these hours." Hey, you on TikTok, you on Facebook, Instagram, you need to do your job. So you have to end up going home. You know, stuff like that. Ain't no telling what happened. But I listened to people cries. She said the lady was talking, bringing negative energy. That's true. Negative energy can equal a negative response. She was pushing out negative energy, and the girl reacted to it. I know our life ain't perfect. Maybe the manager lady had things going on at home. It could linger back to what she's going through. She probably have man trouble and probably having problems with the father of her kids or her kid. She have 6 kids, and she probably have problems with a few baby fathers. I don't know if she have the same baby father, but her miserability equals somebody else's miserability that can't handle their miserability. Is a recipe for a disaster. The worst thing you could do is find your match. Find somebody who's just as miserable but more miserable with you with a little crazy mixed with it. I wasn't saying people crazy. People are on the edge. You ever seen somebody on the edge of a cliff that say, you know what? I'm just going to jump. I'm going to jump. They don't think twice, they jump. Our mentality is like that. Thank you for listening to my podcast. And basically, we'll talk about more stories to come. But this story needed attention. It's warning before destruction. You meet somebody who seems depressed, who you know, you could tell somebody ain't right. You could look at them and say, hey, this person is off. You got to be careful with that person. Sometimes they have nothing to lose and nothing to gain. But really, in real life, they have things to gain. They just rather lose. Well, y'all take care. I'll talk to y'all next time.